welcome back to Open Up's 30-day practice. I'm Nikki. We'll need 1 or 2 blocks if you have them for our practice today. If not, no worries, you can do everything without the blocks. If you're like me and you like to have a cozy pair of socks on, make sure you take them off prior to practicing with us. You definitely don't want your feet to slip. Find a comfortable seat. We're going to start by warming up our shoulders. Today's practice is about a strong upper body. So first, take your hands, place them at heart center. Really try to press your fingers into one another and your palms into one another. As you press, make sure your elbows go out to the side. Then we're going to extend our arms forward, thumbs up. Continue to press. Take them up overhead. Try to pull your shoulder blades down your back here. And then cactus your arms out to the side. So fingers are spread wide, elbows are bent a lot at about a 90-degree angle. Open your chest here, and then let your arms come down. We'll try it again. Hands to heart center. Press against each other. Open hands forward, thumbs reach up to the sky. Continue to feel that movement of your fingers going into one another as your palms go into each other. Reach up overhead, pull those shoulders down, and then cactus your arms out to the side, chest opens wide. Let's try that. Press. Reach, lift, and open. Press, reach, lift, and open. Think about which one is the most challenging for you. For me, it's when we take our arms up overhead, which requires a lot of shoulder mobility. Lift up and open. Very nice. Now if you have a block handy, we're going to try it with the block. If not, no worries, you can continue just as we were doing it before. Take your block long ways, and we're going to do that same movement, except we'll be pressing the palms as much as we can into the block, really squeezing the block as if we could break it in two. Elbows out nice and wide. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, transition. Exhale to stay. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale to let those shoulders fall down the back. Inhale, take your arms out to the side. Bring the block with you in one hand and exhale. Try that again. Press in, extend, lift, and open. Press, really squeeze. Keep squeezing as you extend. Keep squeezing as you lift. And let those arms up into the side. One more time, whether you have a block or you're using the palms of your hands to press together. And open. Very nice. Great work. Do you feel a little more loose in those shoulders? Hopefully so, with some of that movement. Go ahead and set your blocks off to either side of you. And we're going to take some big shoulder rolls now. So just bringing your shoulders up close to your ears, back and down. You can use those elbows to make big circles out to the side. That usually helps me get a little more movement. And then go ahead and reverse the direction. Bring the shoulders forward. You might hear a few cracks, especially if it's early in the morning, as we loosen things up. Last time here. Now come onto your knees if that feels okay in your body. This might be a good opportunity to place a blanket under your knees if it's a bit too much. Sitting up nice and tall, really think about pulling in your core as if you were wearing a corset and someone was tightening it from the back. Let's take a deep breath here in through our nose. And go ahead and let it out. Take one foot and extend it out to the side. I'll be taking my right foot. Really try to press the entire bottom of your foot down onto the mat, including that pinky edge. Take your arms out to a T. Turn the palms so they're facing forward. Thumbs are facing up to the sky. And lean your torso over towards the straight leg. Feels really nice to reach that opposite arm as you turn your chest open and look towards the sky. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. Come back to that T. We're going to go to the opposite side now. So if you have your block handy, that's why we placed it on either side. This time, if you want to reach over, you can use that block just to bring the ground a little bit closer to you. Continue pressing into the pinky side of that extended foot, and then reach the same arm up overhead. Try to pull the shoulder back down, and then open your chest. You're looking up towards the sky. Palm is facing down towards the ground. Really use your balance and your core strength to lift yourself back up to that T position. Let that leg come back. Maybe you need to take a couple shoulder rolls, wiggle things out, move your body a minute, and we're going to switch sides. So this time I'll be extending my left leg out to the side. Make sure those blocks are on either side. If you liked using them before, really try to press the entire foot into the mat. Think about that pinky toe coming down. Lifting up, take our arms out to that T. Thumbs pointing up to the ceiling. Try to pull those shoulders down away from the ears. This time, we're going to reach towards the extended leg with the opposite arm, and then open our chest as much as we can, peeling your heart open towards the sky. Come back to a T. Leaning away from the extended leg, use that block. If you have it, reach the same arm. Really try to pull them in opposition. So, pressing the foot down as the arm extends, opening the chest towards the ceiling. Pull yourself back up, and go ahead and set both knees back down on the mat. Take a quick break here. Maybe roll your shoulders, just like we did at the beginning. Now we're going to place 2 blocks at the front of your mat. We won't use them immediately, but they'll be nice to have there. If you're not already facing long ways on your mat, go ahead and do so. About the center of your mat, take your knees out to the side. Big toes will come together, and go ahead and sit close to your heels. We'll come into child's pose as we extend our arms forward. If you want to let your forehead rest on the mat for a moment, even roll back and forth, that might feel nice. Imagine someone placed a sandbag right on your hips and allow them to really sink into your heels. Let's take an inhale here heels, pull belly button into spine to come up. Back down. And then lift up. Inhale to sink down. Exhale to come back up. Inhale. And exhale. Great work. Now go ahead and come more into a traditional tabletop pose. So our knees will be under our hips, our wrists will be under our shoulders. You can untuck your toes here. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Take your right arm and pull your elbow up to the sky, then extend your arm as you twist your chest open. We're going to thread the needle. Tuck your arm under the standing arm and come down to your shoulder. So for me, I'm on my right shoulder here. Palm is pointing up to the sky. I'm allowing weight to come onto my shoulder. It gives a nice stretch for the front of my deltoid here. Go ahead and sink into it a little bit more. Your right ear can be resting on the mat. Make sure you're breathing. Just enjoy the stretch for the shoulder. Then take your opposite hand, for me it's my left. Press it into the mat. Use it to lift your upper body. Reach that right arm back to the sky and then set it down. Let's find a quick child's pose here. Take a deep breath in and out. Make your way back to tabletop. Fingers spread. We're going to thread the needle on the opposite side. So for me, I'll take my right arm, reach my elbow up to the sky, and then open my arm straight to the ceiling, opening my chest. And then I'll tuck this hand underneath and come down onto my left shoulder. I'll place my left ear on the mat, and I'm going to reach my right arm, my opposite arm, towards the front of the mat. Let those hips sink down a little. And enjoy a moment here. Use your extended arm to press yourself back up. Reach that arm to the ceiling and come back down. Child's pose. Back to all fours. Great work, everyone. Tuck your toes under. Begin to lift your knees off the mat as you press your hands into the mat. Reach your bum up to the sky as you begin to straighten your legs. Press your heels towards the mat. They may never reach it. Mine are certainly not on the mat here. Bend your knees a lot, and then straighten your legs. Take your right leg, lift it up towards the sky, bend your knee, pull it in towards your chest, step it between your hands. This is where it's nice to have these two blocks on either side. If we want to use them to bring the ground just a little bit closer, go ahead and plant your left knee down on the mat and untuck your toes. I like to bring my blocks onto the highest height, so it really is like I have super long arms here, and it helps me lift my chest towards the front of the mat as I press my hips forward. Toes are going straight ahead. And then if you can, come off your blocks if you have them. Take one block long ways as we had it before, and really press your palms into the block. As you lift your chest tall and take an inhale, twist over towards that bent knee on the exhale. Keep pressing your hands together as if you could break the block, elbows out wide. Take a breath here. Exhale to stay. And then come back to that low lunge position. If you'd like to use the blocks under the hands to give you a little more distance, you can use them to pull your leg back into downward facing dog. Take those hands off the blocks and then bend one knee and then the other. We're going to try that on the opposite side. Take your left leg up to the sky, pull your knee in, step it in between the hands. Low lunge. Come down on your right knee or your back knee and untuck your toes. Use those blocks if you have them. Lift your chest, open your heart, press your hips forward. If you'd like to grab a block, you can bring it in between your hands. If not, go ahead and just place hands at heart center here. Really press into the block as elbows go out wide. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist towards that front knee. Deep inhale here. And exhale, see if you can twist open a little further. Come back to the front, set your block down, press hands into mat or block as you lift, as you tuck your back toe, lift your knee, pull the front knee into your chest, meet me in downward facing dog. Let's come down into a quick child's pose. You can have arms extended or wrapped around towards your heels. Slowly find your way back into tabletop. Keep your spread nice and wide. Knees directly below hips. Tuck your toes. Reach your hips up to the sky. Press into your hands. Reach your right leg back. Bend your knee. Bring it in between your hands. Come down to your back knee. Untuck your toe. You can use the blocks or not to lift up. Press hands into heart center. Tip forward at the hip. And this time, we're going to twist with a slight bend from the hip. If you can try to tuck your elbow around your knee to give you some leverage to twist open even more. If this feels like too much, just repeat what we did previously. This is revolved low lunge. Twist back to center, unhinge at the hip. Arms can come down by your side, plant them into the mat. Tuck your toe, lift your back knee, pull that back leg back into downward facing dog. Let's try it one more time on the opposite side. Lift your left leg up, pull knee into chest, step between your hands. Lower your back knee, untuck your toe, rise torso, up. Press the palms of your hands together. Keeping your balance, tilt forward at the hip. Slowly begin to twist your heart open while pressing your palms together. If you want your opposite elbow into your opposite knee, that sometimes can help open the chest. Revolve, low lunge. Twist back to center. Lift your torso up. Arms come by your side. Plant your hands into the mat. Tap your toes, lift your knees. Meet me in downward facing dog. One breath here, inhale. And exhale. Come down to child's pose. Beautiful job, everyone. Come to a seat. You'll take your legs straight out in front of you. Really flex your feet here. And try to think about all of your toes equally coming towards your face. Reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, bring your arms back down. Pull one knee into your chest and then plant that foot on the other side of your extended leg. Lift tall with the chest and then twist towards your bent knee. This is a seated twist. If you'd like to plant the hand that is on the same side as the way you're twisting, I like to place it behind my hips to give me a little balance here. Come back to center. Uncross your leg. Straighten it out in front of you. Sit tall. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Arms come down. Pull your left knee into your chest, give it a squeeze, and then plant it on the opposite side of your extended leg. I like to grab around my bent, my shin of the bent knee to lift me up tall, opening my chest. I'm going to plant my hand behind me as I twist towards my bent knee. My extended toes are still flexed towards my face. Turn back to the front of your mat. Uncross. Extend both feet. And then reach your arms forward as you curl your spine like a cat, slowly lowering yourself down to the mat. You can take a rest here as long as you like. Great work, everyone.